Are you a coin collector who is tired of sifting through countless coins, hoping to stumble upon something truly valuable? Stop the guessing game. In this video, we are diving deep into the top 4 most valuable Kennedy half dollars. I will reveal the precise features that differentiate the ordinary from the extraordinary, turning your search into a targeted, profitable hunt. Number 1. Hidden treasures could be lying silently in your pocket change right now. Among the everyday coins that pass through your hands, one stands above the rest, a coin that carries the power, pride, and legacy of a great American president. This is the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar, a timeless symbol of courage, progress, and unity in the United States of America. Before we explore the coin itself, let us remember the man whose image it proudly bears, President John F. Kennedy. Born in Massachusetts in 1917, Kennedy became one of the most admired leaders in American history. As the 35th President of the United States, he inspired a nation to dream bigger, work harder, and believe in a brighter future. His words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," still echo through time as a call to serve and uplift the nation. He championed civil rights, strengthened America's space program, and set the goal of landing a man on the moon, a vision that forever changed the course of history. Kennedy's leadership defined a generation, and his legacy continues to inspire millions to this very day. Now, let us turn to the coin that keeps his spirit alive, the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar with the D mint mark. It was struck at the Denver Mint, and while millions were produced, only a few were preserved in extraordinary condition. The D beneath Kennedy's neck identifies its Denver origin, and collectors know that perfectly struck examples are incredibly hard to find. The difference between an ordinary coin and a rare gem lies in the smallest details: sharp lines in Kennedy's hair, bright luster, and fully defined eagle feathers on the reverse. The design of this coin is a masterpiece of American symbolism. Created by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, the obverse features a strong, confident portrait of President Kennedy, a reflection of the nation's strength and unity. The reverse displays the Great Seal of the United States, an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by 50 shining stars. Every element of this design tells the story of freedom, resilience, and American pride. By the year 1972, the U.S. Mint had moved away from silver coinage, producing this half dollar in a copper nickel-clad composition. Though no longer made of silver, the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar remains a treasure for collectors who value history, craftsmanship, and flawless condition. Finding one in high mint state, with perfect surfaces and original brilliance, is an accomplishment worthy of any serious numismatist. But what truly makes this coin exciting are the rare mint errors and varieties that appeared at the Denver Mint. Some examples display doubled dies on the lettering or Kennedy's profile. Others show struck-through grease errors that obscure parts of the design, or even off-center strikes that give the coin a unique and fascinating look. The most famous among them is the No FG variety, where the initials of designer Frank Gasparo, FG, vanish completely from the reverse, a rare mistake that makes this coin incredibly valuable. Collector demand for the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar continues to rise every year. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have certified only a handful of coins in mint state 67 or higher condition. These top-grade examples represent the very best of American minting, and when they appear at auction, competition among collectors is fierce. And now, the moment every collector waits for: the verified highest real auction prices for this coin. A 1972 D Kennedy half dollar graded MS62 by PCGS sold for an astonishing $7,200 in August 2024. A stunning example of the No FG variety graded MS63 brought $2,485 at Heritage Auctions in 2016. But keep in mind, sometimes a graded Kennedy half dollar sells for tens of thousands of dollars or more. For example, the top record, a 1964 Kennedy half dollar SMS SP graded SB68 sold for $156,000 at Stack's Bowers in August 2019. The second highest, a 1964 Kennedy half dollar, special mint set, sold for $108,000 at Heritage Auctions in April 2019. The third, a 1968 S. Kennedy half-dollar proof PF70 Ultra Cameo fetched $21,600 in November 2017. These are real numbers that serve as powerful reminders. If you find the right coin in remarkable condition, the potential reward is extraordinary. The 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar is more than just currency. It is a proud piece of American history. It honors the achievements of a president who pushed the nation forward, inspired generations, and defined what leadership truly means. So the next time you find one of these coins in your change, take a closer look. You might be holding a small but mighty symbol of the United States and a treasure worth thousands. Thank you for watching HD Coins World, your trusted destination for real facts, rare discoveries, and verified auction prices. Subscribe, like, and share this video if you love exploring America's rare coinage, and stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of US coins that continue to amaze collectors everywhere. Number 2. Hidden treasures could be sitting unnoticed in your pocket right now. Among the coins we handle every day, one carries the story of 2 centuries of American independence and the pride of a nation, the 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar. This coin is not just 50 cents. It is a symbol of America's bicentennial celebration and a coveted collectible for serious numismatists. In 1976, the United States celebrated 200 years of freedom. To commemorate this historic milestone, the Kennedy half-dollar was redesigned. The obverse shows the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy, but the dates 1776-1976 mark the bicentennial, while the reverse displays the iconic Independence Hall in Philadelphia instead of the usual presidential seal. The Denver Mint produced the D Mint Mark variety, and even with its massive mintage, finding coins in pristine condition is a collector's dream. The 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar is a copper-nickel-clad coin, composed of a copper core with layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing about 11.30 grams and measuring 31.00 millimeters in diameter. Despite over 287 million pieces minted at Denver, top-grade examples are extremely rare, and coins with full luster and sharp details in Kennedy's hair and Independence Hall's architectural features are highly prized. Collectors watch for errors and unusual varieties that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Examples include off-center strikes, missing clad layers, and filled or weak D mint marks. Some coins even display die doubling or unintentional die cracks. These anomalies are incredibly rare and can transform a regular coin into a numismatic gem. Demand for the 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar remains strong. Coins certified in MS66 or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare and attract serious collector attention. The combination of condition, historical significance, and bicentennial appeal makes this coin a must-have for typeset and bicentennial-themed collections. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: real, verified auction prices. A 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar graded MS66 sold for an incredible $8,400 at Heritage Auctions on August 18, 2024. Another example, graded MS64, sold for $3,105 at Heritage Auctions on June 3, 2004. But sometimes, rare error or ultra-high-grade coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, proving that even modern-clad coins can achieve astonishing values. For example, top Kennedy half-dollars, including earlier 1964 and 1968 issues, have sold for over $100,000, showing that collectors will pay extraordinary amounts for rarity and perfection. The 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar is more than pocket change. It is a piece of American history, a celebration of freedom, and a symbol of national pride. So the next time you encounter a bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar with a Denver Mint mark, examine it carefully. You may be holding a coin that is historically significant and potentially worth far more than face value. Number 3. Imagine this: You reach into your pocket or change tray and pull out a seemingly ordinary 50-cent piece. But this one hides a story, a chance at discovery, and a serious collector's prize. That coin might be the 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar, struck in Denver at a time when the silver era had ended, yet lots of nuance still distinguished the truly exceptional from the commonplace. In 1971, the United States Mint produced the Kennedy half-dollar as a full copper nickel-clad coin, no silver content, following the removal of silver after 1970. The Denver Mint struck over 302 million pieces of the 1971 D variety. At first glance, many seem identical, but expert collectors know that details matter, and the difference between a typical circulation coin and a numismatic gem lies in condition, strike quality, and the rare mint errors. Let us dig into the design and minting dynamics of the 1971 D half-dollar. On the obverse we have the familiar portrait of John F. Kennedy, crafted by Gilroy Roberts, with the D mint mark just beneath his profile signifying Denver origin. On the reverse, the design by Frank Gasparo features the presidential seal, an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by stars, the symbolism of America's strength, peace, and unity. Even though the basic design was settled years prior, each year's strike quality and mint environment influence how well a coin holds up to time. When you hold the 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar, condition becomes everything. Collectors look for razor-sharp hairlines on Kennedy's head, full definition on the eagle's feathers, minimal bag marks, and strong luster that shows the coin has remained essentially untouched since leaving the mint. Because so many of the 1971 DS circulated heavily, the ones with pristine surfaces are rare. Even though mintage was huge, the survival rate of truly mint-state pieces is limited. Errors and varieties add another layer of intrigue to the 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar. Though it may not have the dramatic error fame of some earlier issues, keen-eyed collectors still find off-center strikes, filled mint marks, die cracks or doubled dies, even in a modern issue like this. These anomalies often sit hidden in rolls, waiting for someone who knows where to look, and when one surfaces, the reward can be significant. Now, demand among serious U.S. coin collectors remains strong for standout examples of the 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar. A coin certified at a high mint state grade by trusted services like Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, commands attention because it blends the modern clad era with condition rarity, and that drives value and collector excitement. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, verified auction prices that show the potential of this coin. The record public auction for a standard 1971 P Kennedy half-dollar, not the D, was $1,560 for an MS67 certified example. For the 1971 D variety, the published figures show some odd listings, including one noted as $13,000 for an NGC MS61 example. These numbers remind us, even a modern Kennedy half-dollar in exceptional condition or with a rare variety can command serious prices far above face value. So always inspect the coin carefully, check its grade, and compare with verified auction records. The 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar is more than pocket change. It is an opportunity, a slice of American coinage history, and a challenge for discerning collectors who understand that condition, origin, and nuance matter. So next time you find a 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar, pause, study it, inspect it. You may be holding a quiet treasure with far more value than 50 cents. Number 4. Have you ever held a coin that looked ordinary, yet carried a secret worth discovering? Imagine reaching into a stack of everyday change and pulling out a coin that could quietly be a prized piece of American numismatic history. That coin may be the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, no mint mark, and it just might be hiding extraordinary value. In 1973, the United States Mint in Philadelphia produced the Kennedy half-dollar as part of the ongoing series honoring President John F. Kennedy. This issue carries the familiar portrait of Kennedy on the obverse, and the presidential seal on the reverse, but its provenance and condition are what separate the ordinary from the exceptional. Designed by Gilroy Roberts for the obverse and Frank Gasparo for the reverse, gave this coin its timeless look. The no mint mark designation means this coin was struck at Philadelphia, and although Philadelphia issues are typically more common than some other varieties, that does not mean all examples are created equal. Condition, strike quality, surfaces, and eye appeal matter, and for the 1973 Philadelphia Kennedy half dollar, collectors are searching for pieces with razor-sharp detail, full mint luster, and minimal flaws. Examining the coin closely, for serious collectors, key areas include Kennedy's hairline and ear, the fields around the portrait, the Liberty, and "In God We Trust" inscriptions, and on the reverse the eagle's feathers, talons, and the edge reading. A Philadelphia strike in an exceptional grade can stand out amid millions of circulation pieces. Because many entered circulation, flawless survivors are rarer than you'd expect, and those survivors command attention among numismatists. Errors and varieties in the 1973 issue add another layer of intrigue. While this date is not widely known for dramatic mint errors like some earlier Kennedy half dollars, careful collectors have identified off-center strikes, filled mintmark varieties, even though Philadelphia normally has no mark, die doubling, and unusual toning that enhance eye appeal and rarity. Even a modest anomaly, when paired with a high grade, can significantly boost interest and value. Demand among U.S. collectors for standout 1973 Philadelphia Kennedy half dollars remains strong. While most pieces are modestly valued, coins certified by trusted grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) at mint state grades of MS65 or higher gain serious collector attention. The combination of condition rarity, modern era, and Kennedy heritage makes this piece deserving of your scrutiny. And now, the part that turns curiosity into excitement. Here are the verified highest auction prices and real results for this coin. According to PCGS CoinFacts, the Philadelphia 1973 Kennedy half dollar, no mint mark, holds an auction record of $6,600 for a coin graded MS66 at Heritage Auctions on August 18, 2024. Meanwhile, a 1973 D Denver Mint Kennedy half dollar graded MS62 fetched $1,704 in January 2013 at Heritage Auctions. These real sale figures prove that even a modern clad coin, when in exceptional condition and rare variety, can achieve significant value. So always inspect, research, and compare against verified records. This may look like an everyday 50-cent coin, but the 1973 Philadelphia Kennedy half dollar is a quiet challenge for serious collectors, a piece of American history, a slice of modern numismatics, and a possible treasure in plain sight. The next time you find one in your collection or change, pause, look closely, compare it to known records, and know that you might be holding far more than just 50 cents. Thank you for watching HD Coins World, your trusted destination for real facts, rare discoveries, and verified auction prices. Subscribe, like, and comment if you've found a 1973 Kennedy half dollar that stands out. We'd love to hear about it and help you explore its potential further.